Hey everybody, Chrissie is here for Thermoweb. So we are doing a collaboration with LDRS Creative. So those are a few of the little sets that I'm going to use. I have the Snow Dear to Me stamp set along with the coordinating dies. And then I will mention that I use another stamp set called Christmas Wishes to do some inside sentiments that I didn't show on this video. So the first thing that I did was I grabbed my Unity toner card fronts and I'm using the Snow Many Flakes. And you can see I just kind of chalked it up. That's just in case I had some extra oil on my hands. I found that the foil adheres a little bit better. So I just put some of the foil on top of it, so the silver side down, as you can see, and that's the glass slipper foil. I also did Prince Periwinkle and Enchanted Rose as well. Just ran it through my laminator with a little bit of cardstock underneath. The parchment paper kind of keeps it all together. It doesn't move or anything like that. And then I just started trimming out some of these snowflakes. So as I was doing it, I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to do it. I knew I wanted the corners, but I didn't know exactly what corners I was going to use. So I ended up trimming a good part of it all, and then I used it on a second card as well. So this card, I just have the upper corner, and then the other card I'll show you at the very end. I have a still shot of it. I just used the other piece of it. So now I am stamping the cute little snow globe from the Snow Dear to Me set by LDRS Creative. And I just stamped it on some watercolor cardstock, and now I am just adding some clear embossing powder on there. That's just to protect it because I know that I am going to be watercoloring. So once I had all that heat embossed and everything like that, I went back in and I added in the cute little deer and the sentiment. And then I went and I heat embossed that as well. I didn't do it all at once just because I was a little concerned about everything drying, and I wanted to make sure that my embossing powder protected everything. I didn't want anything to get kind of blurry, because if you have watercolored before, you know that sometimes the ink can kind of react with it and it'll make things blurry, and there's nothing more frustrating than spending a bunch of time on something and then at the very end having a part of that blur. So I die cut out the snow globe with the coordinating die, also called Snow Dear to Me, and there's 8 different dies in that set. It's really, really cute. And now I am just using some ink to go ahead and watercolor. I'm using a watercolor brush, and I just stamped some of the ink off to the side on a glass mat. You do not have to have a glass mat. You can use anything that is slick. So if you have an acrylic piece from a stamp set, or you have like a laminated sheet or anything else you want to test out, that should work perfectly well. And you can see the way that I watercolor is I kind of add the light color first. So I'll do like kind of a wash, not a straight wash. A wash is just where you add the water on there without any color. I take a teeny amount and spread it on there, and then I keep going back and forth and I add the darker colors on later. And I will say that sometimes I do end up using a heat gun to kind of speed up the process, because sometimes I don't like to wait for it to dry. So if I really want it to be more vibrant, like I just added that blue there, I will dry it and then add it back on top. So then really all that was left was for me to assemble the card. So I had off camera run another one of those Unity toner card fronts through my laminator like I did previously, and that became my background. And then now the other one that I cut out is going to go in the corner. So I'm using some 3D foam squares, and then I used my XL tape runner as well for the part that I knew needed to attach to the snow globe, so that everything is nice and adhered and nothing moves. So there's a close-up of it. I have another shot of it, and then I have another card to show you that I made off camera using the same techniques and some of my leftovers, because I don't like to waste anything. So thank you so much for stopping by today, and I hope you have a great day.